YouTube? Welcome back to the Investing on a 9 to 5 YouTube channel. It is your boy, the Dividend Dog. Happy Wednesday out there to you guys. We are at the top of the week. Now we just got to coast into the weekend, folks. But on tonight's video, I think Mr. Market is definitely undervaluing on this healthcare stock. I think it's oversold, and we're going to take a dive in it. But before we do that, guys, I want to give you guys all a shout out there for hitting that like and subscribe button. Definitely appreciate it. I see you guys out there thank you guys for commenting on the last video too. Definitely love the engagement, guys. Keep it going. Let's try to get this video up to 10 likes this time. Let's do 10 likes. Let's do 10 likes. We can do 10. Just hit that like button, guys. I see you guys are watching it. Let's get 10 likes here. So, gonna go ahead and dive right into the ticker. And that ticker is Pfizer. Ticker PFE. Guys, Pfizer is the world's largest pharmaceutical company with an annual sales close to $50 billion, excluding their COVID-19 product sales. They sell all types of healthcare products, chemicals, prescription drugs, vaccines. That basically accounts for most of their sales, guys. So that's what they are, healthcare company, and they sell basically all those things that can save some lives and help improve the lives of people with all types of diseases and stuff. Internationally, 50% of their sales are from there and emerging markets as well. So guys, Pfizer is priced at 28.21 today as of Wednesday's close. Right now it's trading at a forward PE of 10.3, and right now it's got a price to earnings right now at 76. Pretty expensive stock if you're looking at it from a price to earnings right now standpoint, but forward, definitely like what they have going on, and we'll take a dive and look at that here in the next couple slides. Right now, Stock Rover's got it fair valued at 32.07 with a price target at 35.74, so you're getting at least a 26.68% return if you were to dive in right now. Not financial advice, but I got in, and I think I got in today, or I got in yesterday. I was able to get 10 shares starting out right now. But the last 5 years, guys, they're down 12% the last year, which is huge. I think they're down 24.7%, which is huge. This is just opportunity, and we'll see why here in the next couple of slides. So from a sales perspective, earnings per share growth and EBITDA growth, they're all negative here from the last year, 3 year, 5 year. Same with sales. Last 1, 3, and 5 years are negative, except for the 3 and 5 year because they had COVID and COVID here pushed it up. But now they're coming down. They're not making as much revenue. But as you can see, the sales growth for next year, we got some positivity rolling here. So they must be cooking up some on the lab or something here. But we'll see. So you got a 6% yield. Good steady dividend growth. Just remember, guys, with that 6% yield, you don't want to get too high. So this is considered a high yielding dividend stock. Now, I think that payout ratio is expensive or is high right now because they're not making as much revenue as they were before to cover the dividend. So we'll see why I think they should be a buy. We got 19 analysts here looking at it to have some positivity from a revenue standpoint and earnings per share standpoint by next year, 2025. So Pfizer's got some great approvals, guys. It's not that rare for a drug maker to go through these periods of declining sales. It's normally because of some type of patent that they couldn't get approved by the FDA, and it causes them to lose sales on a product that they put a lot of money into. But in Pfizer's case, it was really just because of COVID. That bar was set extremely high. And whatever, for that reason, there's a simple way to remedy matters for any pharmaceutical company that finds themselves in this situation. So one thing they can do is launch brand new products, ones that eventually, fill in the holes, or they could go acquire different types of companies that can help them make these products to, fill in, those holes where they had declining sales. So last year, Pfizer was on a mission and planned to earn brand new approvals. That's precisely what the company did. And as at the end of last year, 23, Pfizer earned 7 new approvals from the FDA. And next up, we got a list of those products. So these are all the products here that they were able to get approved to basically, put out new products to bring in revenue so we can get that revenue back up. I think the future looks bright for Pfizer. These are all just screen grabs from different articles that I've done research on. So the new products will take some time to ramp up their sales. They're very, very innovative. The world's largest pharmaceutical company again. One major move they made last year was to acquire. I think this is huge here. Cancer expert Segan for $43 billion. So this is a small oncology specialist. They have a massive cancer centric pipeline, which is going to be huge for them, and several products already on the market right now. So Pfizer's backing them up, and things could get even more exciting because the company was clearly after Segan's innovative approach. The CEO said, "We are not buying the golden eggs. We are acquiring the goose that is laying the golden eggs." I think that's a Willy Wonka phrase for all of us Willy Wonka movie heads out there. So for us, what is extremely important is that we will maintain the Segan capability to continue innovating and do under Pfizer's umbrella. Pfizer's family to do way more if possible than they were able to do it alone. Another third thing that I like is the FDA gave the green light to 66 new drugs, vaccines, and biologics in 23, and had 7 of them going to Pfizer. So that means almost 11% of the FDA's approvals and the entire massive pharmaceutical industry, guys, were products developed by a single company, aka Pfizer. So this speaks large volumes about Pfizer's innovative potential and the work it was able to accomplish. Right. So we got some good news here. Here's some facts here. For 1 in 3 people will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Oncology represents one of the largest and fast growing therapeutic areas, which is what Segan and Pfizer is trying to attack. So their acquisition doubles the size of Pfizer's oncology pipeline, which is going to be huge for them. Late stage development programs that combine U.S. commercial infrastructure will be 3 times the size of Segan's alone just here in the U.S. Segan's inline medicines are expected to immediately enhance Pfizer's top line growth, and their combined portfolio will provide the opportunity to lead all these geniourary cancers, be a leader in breast cancer, and deliver at least 8 potential blockbuster products by 2030. Here's some good news from Pfizer from a couple of days ago. Pfizer's blood cancer therapy succeeds in a late stage trial, which is good news because they have to take these products through different trials and studies to make sure they are doing what they say they're going to do. To us, consumers who are ingesting those for health reasons. So they have to take, like I said, they have to take these things through different stages. And if they don't get through approval through all the stages, that product could get potentially wiped away. Today, European Commission approves Pfizer's Prevnar, Prevenar 20 to help protect infants and children against pneumococcal diseases. So this is huge here. Another grant that was basically approved for Pfizer over in Europe. As you guys know, that's 50% of their sales. So they are getting approvals. This is their dividend history here, guys. As you guys can see, even though the revenue has slowed down the last couple of years, that dividend is still steady rising, and we're looking for that to continue to rise here in 24. So right now, for at the end of fiscal year 2023, they invested $10.7 billion in R&D. So that's research and development. That's basically putting the money into all of the research to basically go out and find what type of products can work with each other and developing those products, taking them all through the trials. That's all that type of money in R&D, basically what it means. So if you see a company that's putting this type of money in their research and development, they better have a good product because $10.7 billion is a lot of money. But Pfizer is looking to grow here really, really huge here in the next 5 to 10 years, and they're still going to continue to pay that dividend. It's going to continue to grow. They returned $9.2 billion to shareholders last year, guys. That means that they paid out $9.2 billion. That's why I love dividend stocks. You can be supplement for income and retirement, or you can be buying these shares right now that are undervalued, that have a high yield, and start getting your dividend checks now and let those things compound over time. And then when you do need it in 10, 20, 30 years, you'll be able to have some type of cash flow coming in. So therefore, we're not depending on trading our time for money. And they're also going to be doing share repurchases, or they did share repurchases last year, but I think this year here they're going to stop the share repurchases just because they want to continue to pay the high dividend. So that's good. That's something I'm not really too worried about. Companies they start purchasing and they don't purchase, as long as they don't cut that dividend and they're focusing on making sure that dividend stays steady, because they want us to stay as an investor with Pfizer because they have a lot of things coming here in the future. Patience pays, guys. So after the show, that experience last year, we weren't in it, but I've been watching this stock all of last year, and I think right now it's a good time. If they look attractively valued at current levels right now. Like I said, that forward, the price to earnings ratio is 13.1 compared to the industry that's trading at 17.1. So, guys, out of all the pharmaceutical companies in the industry, Pfizer right now is trading lower than them from a future standpoint. So, investors like myself and you and I who initiated a position today can also take advantage of the company's solid dividend program. Pfizer might not recover immediately, but the company's long-term prospects, Segan, look attractive given its rapidly rejuvenating lineup. So, like I said, guy, 2030 is my time, or not my time, but the time here where I'll be waiting to see what Pfizer's going to do. So those who are willing to hold the company shares for 5 years or more will be glad they did so. So this is the chart here from yesterday. I took a screen grab of it. Right now, as you guys can see, it's stopped this horrid decline here. Now we're starting to go a little sideways. You guys know I like drawing my little boxes here, but it lets me see if a stock's consolidating, because stocks move in a consolidating phase and it goes up and goes down and back up again and so on. So I like getting in stocks when they're in the consolidating phase, just because the news is rumbling about them, as you guys saw in the previous slides. Now the market is starting to see, we're starting to get some volume here at the bottom. Green means though we got some buyers here. The RSI, meaning the price isn't too hot. It means really at a good value to get in, not financial advice. Forecasting, they got a high of $50 for this stock, average 36.88, and a low of $27. Guys always got to go back, and I like looking at the trends for stocks who are on my list to buy, to see who is buying behind the scenes. So as you guys can see, you've got a lot of strong buys here. You got some buys and you got some holds too. So no one's selling the company, even though the stock has been going down. People are holding and starting to accumulate some shares here. So someone sees some value out there. So here's my goal, is to get 100 shares of Pfizer right now. This is shares I have 8 now. That was as of yesterday, but I added 2 more shares today. And this Pfizer call here is actually up, I think, 6% now. It was down 6% yesterday, so I was able to get this in. This basically means that by January 17th, 2025, I'm expecting Pfizer to hit above 30 or $30 by that time. And it's priced at $28 and some change. So we got almost in a year here, less than a year, to let this thing move a solid $2. But I think it's going to go higher, guys. Thank you, guys. That is the end of today's video here on the Investing on a 9 to 5 with the Dividend Dog. Thank you guys for being here with your boy. Definitely appreciate it. So do the dogs as well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments below on what you thought about the video here, and if you'll be hopping into Pfizer, guys. I will see you guys on the next video. And as always, I'm out.